Yes, this is exactly what you think it is. Readers, today's Readus Reacts is brought to you today by Destiny, because I have a fucking problem. Now, whereas I did take off last week from making videos in order for me to get some much needed writing done, I'd be lying my ass off if I said that I was not playing Destiny over the course of last week. And that's mostly due to the fact that last week was Iron Banner week, which was a bit different for me this time around. How was it different, you may ask? Well, because of one specific thing. I had to interact with people. People! Readers, it may not look it, but I'm introverted as fuck. I usually keep to myself playing something like Destiny unless a friend also playing it is on as well. That means I ignore random fireteam invites, I ignore random chat invites. Because I don't know these individuals, I basically look at them and go, "Who sent you?" So usually I only interact with my own personal circle of friends. Most of them I already know in real life. But lately when I interact with my friends this way via game chats, either I'm not in charge of the party, or I accidentally forget to set it to invite only. And when one of those two things happens, friends of my friends, who I have never met before, end up randomly joining the chat because they're on it. And then their friends join because they're on it. Not only does this immediately place me on the verge of being incredibly sheepish to incredibly annoyed, but I start gaining a feel of their character the longer I hear them interact with the party and see them play the game. Some positive, and a shittin' of negative. So with that being said, here are some of the online multiplayer gamers that I've recently come in contact with. Number 1, the ego. This is the type of motherfucker that always has to talk about how he's always the best. And everybody else, including the motherfuckers on his team, will always be shit, regardless if he can back it up or not. This type of player annoys the fuck out of me, because I cannot stand arrogance. Dude, I have no problem with you feeling yourself. Take that how you will. If you're playing a good ass game and you get 3-5 kill streaks in a row, then that's definitely cause of celebration. I'd be lucky to just get 1 kill. But constantly hearing about how this shit is regular for you, how the opposing team will never achieve the type of progress you've made in the game, or you trying to constantly bark orders at us who you only just met and feel that you have the right to just because you're better, not only makes me lose respect for you instantly, but it also makes me want to immediately delete the friend request that you send me. And I'm not going to lie, seeing this player not live up to his own expectations when playing this game, it makes me so hard. Number 2, the kid. This is the type of player you decide to befriend after you randomly group with him in a PvE event. Because you know you want to give him props for carrying his own weight and for actually contributing to the team. And then you get into a chat with them. And hearing their voice is enough to put you on the United States sex offender list. It's like the moment you hear them say hi, you're like, oh no. Now because of the age difference and mindset, this kid will probably be saying things and making noises enough to put Michael Winslow out of business. And it might get to the point that you think the only way to keep children like this from existing is to either go to bed on a weekday at 8 p.m. or to sterilize yourself. But all in all, the kid means no harm, and is probably just happy that he's finally made some adult friends. Number 3, the mediator. This is the type of player that I am incredibly thankful for. Why? Because if this gamer didn't exist, I'd hurt so many feelings. What a mediator does is realize that there's tension or soon to be tension within the party, and tries to get things under control in order for us to finish the thing. Like, if there are multiple people talking while an individual is trying to explain the situation on some too many chiefs type shit, that person will probably be like, hey man, I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm also glad that you've done this. But a lot of us haven't, or don't remember. So how about you let old dude finish explaining what we have to do, so that we, don't die. And I'd be over here like... Number 4, the entertainer. This is the type of person that I try to be whenever I feel like breaking out of my introvert shell. Basically, the role of the entertainer is pretty straightforward. I make jokes or give reactions that get a laugh out of the party in whatever it is that we're doing, in order to remind the party that we're here to have fun. Hearing them laugh, hearing them react, or even hearing them add on to the joke or the material that I start, I believe helps bond the party together, breaks the ice for people who don't know each other, and gets a camaraderie started. Now for the ego, this may annoy him because he has a certain goal in mind. But fuck that guy. Number 5. The good guy. I fucking love these players. These players constantly remind me that not everyone is a scumbag. They're humble as fuck, they leave a great impression with the other players, knows their strengths and weaknesses, ask for help when they need it, and they encourage you when they see that you've done something awesome or when you've gotten something sweet. This is the type of player that you bring home to mother. I met one of these players during Iron Banner last week and I sent him a friend request so fast. It's people like this that make communities in whatever game that you're playing thrive and flourish. And you motherfuckers are a goddamn godsend. You're like an oasis in the middle of a desert that holds the resting place of a CGI animated version of The Rock from the early 2000s. But of course, I'm not naive enough to believe that everybody falls under these certain categories while playing online games. Some are a bit of column A and some are a bit of column B. Hell, there might even be some types I didn't even name on this video. So your homework assignment today is to list any other type of gamers that I missed and a description of what their tropes are in the comment section below. Anyways, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.